Welcome to my introduction to BYOB. BYOB is a programming environment and it allows you to make all sorts of interesting things, including some games. Now, here we have the different parts, and I'm just going to go through all of the different bits so that you know what I'm talking about. So, first of all, this is where the action happens. This is the canvas, as you were. So, what we've got several sprites, or in this case just the one, and he sits on the canvas and we can get him to move around and do all sorts of things, and that is where our game takes place. If we want, we can use this to go into a kind of full screen mode, in which case it pops up like this and we actually get a full screen version of our game. Most of the time we're going to be like this. If you want to see more of the code window over here, we can minimize it down like that. So we need to make these sprites actually do something. So I've got one sprite here, and you can see I've got it selected down the bottom in the selection pane down here. And what we can do with our sprite is we can make scripts. So scripts make the sprite do something. And we can get the items that make up our scripts from all of these things up here. Now you'll notice that they're color coded, so we've got different sort of themes. So control is about controlling the flow of the program, what happens when. Motion is about moving, looks, changing the look of it, and so on and so forth. So if I just make a simple script, when the space key is pressed, and I'm going to go into looks, and look, you can see that the control is the same as the control here in terms of colour, and you've got the same purpley kind of look as the looks up here. So if you want to know where to find something, that is one of your best guides. So I'm just going to snap on here, say hello for 2 seconds, and I can actually change what it says in here. Hi there. We're going to be a little bit more friendly. And now, when I press the spacebar for 2 seconds, our sprite says hi there. Now you can have more than one script running at the same time, so perhaps I will change this to say, when I press the R key, I'm going to go back to look, and I'm going to say R for 2 seconds. So now if I press space, he does one thing, and if I press R, he does something different. This is the basis for our game. So we've got the drawers where we get all of our script things from, like this. We've got our script window, but there's also some tabs up here. So we can load different costumes for our sprite, so we can change between them. And we can also put in sounds, so we can record our own voices or we can import sounds. Now, one of the most common problems people have in BYOB is they tend to accidentally click on the stage and they say, oh no, where have all my scripts gone? Well, you just click back on the sprite and there we are. So the stage can have its own scripts, and you can also add backgrounds in here as well. We can also give names to these sprites, because once we get a few of them, then it can get confusing. So we can name this one Hero, and then I'm just going to put in a sprite using the import button here. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to say, let's have a dragon. Okay. And I can call my dragon. So that's the sprite, but I can also add an additional costume for him. So I'm going to add in the fire breathing one as well. So now we've got 2 different looks for our dragon. Up here you've got the file menu. It allows you to do the usual thing, save and open. Import project allows you to import from Scratch files. So if you've got old Scratch files, you can do that. And there's a few other options in the menu, but I'll go into those later on.